Hey, this is Levi. Hey, I'm back with another edition of Out of the Foxhole. And something I want to talk to you about, I didn't realize until yesterday. See, I got on a call Saturday morning with my coach, R.M. Dozer. And the first thing he asked me, he always asks me, "How's it going, brother? What's going on?" And I said my answer to him. My answer was, I'm going to be honest. My answer to RM, how was I doing? Better than last week. And I'm going to tell you exactly how I said it. Better than last week. And I mean, immediately he's like, "Come on, man. What are you doing?" You know, and I can hear him smacking his hands together. Not out of frustration, but for what he's seeing from me. Am I saying that everything's great? I'm pushing through it. Hey man, I'm having some hard times, but you know what? I'm going to get through it. No, I'm being submissive. I'm saying, gosh, it's better than last week. You see, last week, the last 2 weeks actually, have been hard. We all have that, right? We all have them hard days, them hard weeks. I had to lay a dog that we've had in our family to rest. We had this dog for almost 12 years. My oldest son was 4 years old when we got her. He's now 15. We had to lay her to rest. Gosh, that was hard. Also, I told somebody, a friend of mine that I cared about, I actually had the nerve, and I'm so rejoiced that I had the nerve. I told them that I had feelings for them. They didn't have feelings back. I had a conference that me and my oldest son was wanting to go to here in a few weeks. I'm going to go out to the state of Washington and have just a transformational time. That didn't happen. Some scheduling things came up. A friend of mine had to schedule his event when he could. School's going to be in session. Neither one of us can make it. So yeah, it was easy to say, better than last week. But by doing that, the one thing that my coach called out on me, he said, "Levi," he said, "you're bringing that week into this one. By saying it's better than last week, you're admitting that last week wasn't good. And by saying it in a somber tone, I'm pulling it into the new week." And he says, "Come on, Levi." RM looked, he called me out on it. And he said, "Don't bring last week into this week." And then I said, "Man, but it's just hard. I feel broken. I feel bruised. I feel battered." And you know what my coach did? My coach said, "Levi, there's times when I talk to you, do you realize I'm broken?" My coach just lost his father and his sister. And not once, when he's been on the phone with me on a call or on a video conference, not one time has he shown that brokenness. And here I was, showing the brokenness. But it's something I realized. Showing the brokenness the minute we feel it. We're letting that feeling get in the way of our flow. We're letting that feeling tell us where we're going to go, who we're going to be, and what we're going to do. Yeah, last week was rough. But last week, I was still alive. Last week, you're still alive. We're getting ready to start a new week. At least I am when I'm making this video. We're getting ready to take off on a new week. It's more than fine. It's more than okay. Guys, it's awesome. Yeah, the money might be tight. You might not be feeling good. Maybe someone in your family, maybe your children's not feeling well. Maybe you're worried about a bill not getting paid. You're in good company because we've all been there too. And I'm here to tell you that I care. But I'm here to tell you what my coach told me. Don't drag the week into the next one. When somebody asks you how you're doing, don't say better than last week like I did. Say, I'm making it happen. Or like Les Brown, a very motivational speaker, one of the highly sought out guys in America. He has this saying, and I want to share this with you because this is actually it in a nutshell. You're not having a bad day, you're having a character building day. Because see, when we have those bad days, our character is learning and it's growing. That's the thing I should have told my coach. When he asked me how it's going, I said, man, last 2 weeks I've had character building days. Not, it's better than last week. And the one thing is, it's not easy to be pumped up. It's not easy to be excited. Because I'll be honest, I'm struggling right now. But the one thing my coach told me yesterday that sunk into my mind, I'm alive. My kids are healthy. I have a roof over my head. I'm challenging you to find something this week. This is my challenge. Find something this week that you can get behind, that you're proud of. Maybe you got up and you made your kid lunches before you went to school, instead of them having to eat something maybe they didn't want or going hungry. You didn't have to make those lunches, but you got up and did it. Maybe it was hard to keep your opinions to yourself at work when everybody else was throwing it out, but for that day, you kept it in. Because they often say, people find out who you are the minute you open your mouth. So if you kept your mouth quiet, kudos to you. That's awesome. Be proud of it. Even if the bills aren't getting paid, have faith that you're going to get it paid. Your faith will take you to results. My coach said it best. Don't let your feelings get in the way of your flow. And this term that he uses that I think is amazing, it's called faith in it. Have faith. If you don't have faith, you're not going to have anything. Because without faith, you're doing it for just you. You're doing it for just what's in here. When you have faith, it becomes external. You become an extension of your inner self. And when you do that, things will open. Doors will close, other doors will open. Windows will shut, other windows will open. But you've got to have faith. And I'm not just talking, it's God, it's nature, it's karma, it's whatever your belief is. You have to have faith. Because once you get beyond you, man, I can tell you, things will open up. And it won't always be on your time. You're still going to have them weeks that are just, You're going to have times where you want to say, well, it's better than last week. But I'm here to tell you, when you have faith, and you can compliment yourself on something good that you've done for the week. Maybe you went for a walk around the block instead of sitting down all evening. Maybe you went for a run. Maybe you went to the library and read some books, read some magazines, improved your knowledge. Give yourself the credit for it. I'm not saying let it become part of an ego, but give yourself credit for trying something instead of sitting there. But see, that's what I didn't do when I was on the phone with my coach. You see, for a couple of weeks, he's tried connecting with me. And I got to tell you, I let my feelings get in the way of my flow, and it kept me down. When he would text me, I'd be right in the middle of working. I could stop, shut my stuff off that I'm running. I could text him. But I sat here and said, no, I'm in a bad state right now. I don't want to rub that off on him. I don't want to give him the feeling that I'm not pushing forward. So what did I do? I put it off hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, till I was in a better state before I wrote my coach. If you have a coach, they need to see your state that you're in. Because if they think you're up here and you're down here, they can't see that. And the one commitment that I made, and I want to challenge you if you have a coach, when they text you, when they want to connect with you, you do everything you can to meet them halfway. If they say they can meet you at 8 o'clock Saturday morning and you say, oh, I don't get up till 9, guess what? We're getting up at 8 o'clock. You know what? We're getting up at 7:30 because we're going to use the bathroom, we're going to brush our teeth, comb your hair, get dressed, all them things that could be excuses. You're going to get those done in those 30 minutes so that you're ready to sit down with that coach. And if you don't have a coach, I can tell you, I used to think I couldn't afford my coach. I've been doing this for about 3-4 months now. What I found out is it is possible. But the commitment I've made is when my coach texts me, when he wants to do a video conference, this guy right here is going to make it happen. This guy's going to text him back. I'll shut my equipment down. I will text him back because I'm not going to get in trouble for doing it. I'm in control of myself at work. I have no boss. And you know what? It's giving him or her the respect of the time that they're giving out of their life to you. And when you do that, you start changing. And change is a good thing. It's going to be scary. It's going to push you out of that comfort zone. But I can promise you, when you start implementing those changes and you let that flow override the feeling, because the flow is where we're going. We're flowing towards the next level. We're flowing towards success, towards growth mindset, towards improvement, towards faith. Feelings come and go. The flow is the process. The flow is the end game. But it's the end game that doesn't really end. Because when we reach that end, we go to the next level, start a new flow. We're going to do this. So that is my out of the foxhole for this day. And hit me up, like. If you got any comments, share them. Because I don't have to know you to say that I care about you. And let's connect. If you want any resources, any books, anything that I've read, any of the videos I watch, I'd be happy to share them. You want some more info on my coach? I'm happy to share his info with you. Check him out, RM Dozer. He's on Instagram. He's on Snapchat. Check him out. Whatever you do, I want to challenge you. Make this week better than last. Make you better than you were last week. Because you are not broken. You're not broken. So, see you guys.